Hey, this is Russ. Yeah, I'm out riding my bike again. Now, how do you know it's really me if I don't say, yeah, I'm back out on the road again? Yeah, I'm back out on the road again. Yeah, it's a little cooler today. Yesterday we had a lot of tornadoes happen in this area. Not actually in our area, but I would say in the Chicagoland area. We call it Chicagoland, which basically includes all the suburbs and the like around Chicago. But yeah, the further down south, western suburbs and the like had tornadoes and things going on. Yeah, I think they touched down as well. And I'm looking on the roads here, I'm seeing that there's a lot of people doing tree service stuff. So maybe they had downed trees from the high winds and everything. So like right up ahead here, we're gonna be passing these guys who are grinding up some trees. They're actually cutting down a tree. I don't know, that tree might have been cut down. Gotta get past that first. That tree might be just cutting down for the sake of cutting it down. I don't know if that was because of the tornado and high winds that happened yesterday. But yeah, the Midwest can get tornadoes. So yeah, yesterday I actually attended a seminar at our local library. They were talking about paths, bike paths, best bike paths in Illinois, or something to that effect. I think that's what it's called. Presenter did a good job, yeah. But here's an interesting thing. So we show up for this. We show up for this seminar. It's supposed to start at 6:30. I think it was scheduled to go till around 8 o'clock. So 6:30 happens. He introduces himself, and he has a some kind of slide presentation off of his MacBook Pro, I guess, computer. Just as he gets started, he has to reboot the computer. Something happened and froze it up. So because of that, we had a late start. And then just as he gets it fixed up and started, yeah, then the tornado stuff started happening. So the library had to evacuate us from the meeting room that we were at. All right, let's take what the map recommends us to take here. We're heading towards Bussy Woods, just so that you know. I wanted to see if there's any downed trees in that area. I don't know, maybe I'll change my mind. Maybe I may not want to go through that. So anyway, yeah, the library evacuated us out of that room, and that pushed us behind again. So really, the entire seminar didn't start until really about 7 o'clock because of that. So the two things kind of set them back. Interestingly, I think pretty much everyone stayed for it. They told us that you can go if you want, but if you stay in the library, you're going to have to move into these inner rooms where there's no windows. It's just a safety thing that they do. So we moved in there, and I kind of thought, yeah, this is kind of like a tornado drill from school. That's what I felt like. I was talking to another gentleman in the hallway about it, and he goes, "Yep, that's what it kind of feels like." But everyone stuck around, and he did a good presentation. I don't know whether I would be going on the trails he recommended. Most of the stuff he talked about were like down in southern Illinois. Then he talked about Missouri, Indiana, Iowa. So, but in our general area, he didn't talk anything about our own general area, which I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of hoping that he would tell us what there were good trails around our area, but he really didn't say anything about our area. He wasn't familiar with it. He's originally from the Peoria, Illinois area, which is further south of us. So he wasn't really that familiar with anything up in our area, although he had gone to the Wisconsin area for trips and stuff, but he just hadn't done any of ours. So that was a little disappointing. All right, this thing is recommending we turn here. Well, let's try it. It's a different route. And so yeah, that presentation ran until maybe 8:15, something like that. So we were there from 6:30 till 8:15. I stuck it out. Most people stuck it out, but when we hit 8 o'clock, a number of people got up and left because I think that's what they designated their time to be, and so at 8 o'clock they just got up and left. So I don't do that usually. If I go to some type of event and it's still going, I usually, out of courtesy to the speaker, I usually stick it out. All right, this thing wants me to turn here. Yeah, I've never gone down this way. I don't know what they're trying to do to get us to go this way. Yeah, well, we'll take it. I have no idea why we're doing what we're doing, so we'll just do what they tell us to do. Let's see what it says. Well, we're back onto this road. We've taken this road before, of course. Just kind of like took a different route to get here. So what am I riding today? I am riding the Magicycle Ocelot Pro. Yeah, I figured I might as well get used to this bike. I was planning on taking this bike on our Bike to Drive event in September. Labor Day weekend is when it happens. I'm gonna let this guy pass me here. Yeah, that's a ride down Lakeshore Drive in Chicago. 30 miles ride. They stop everything. You know, no cars are allowed on the streets, just bicycles. So I was thinking of taking the Ocelot Pro. I might take the Deer Mini if it shows up in time. Yeah, it's coming. Yeah, I've got confirmation that it's actually en route to me now. So that's good. Thank you to Magicycle for that. I know that they've been trying to get out orders first. Because I know a number of people actually have the Deer Mini already. And I was like, where's mine? I want mine too. So, yeah, it's coming. Yeah, I should have it sometime next week, I think. So if you're waiting for the Deer Mini review, yeah, I'm going to try to pump that out as fast as I can. I'm going to try to ride it, get my thoughts on it, put it out before I head off to Alaska. Yeah. I fully expect it will be a good bike. I can't see it being a bad bike. I kind of think of it to being something similar to, I think it says I'm doing 37 miles an hour. No, that's the car behind me. Just passed me. I'm doing about 19 miles an hour right now. I'm thinking it's kind of going to be kind of like an Ocelot Pro with a rear suspension like the Deer. That's what I'm thinking it's going to be. So if you cannot wait until the review and you're thinking of buying one, I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with it. Yeah. I'm pretty sure you're going to be happy with it. I fully expect it to be similar to those two things combined as one product. That's my guess. But we'll know for sure once we ride it. And it'll have cruise control, but you will be able to turn on and off the cruise control in the menu, just so that you know. All right. So little odds and ends things, like that. So they make some improvements, but yeah, it's going to be similar, I think, to that. So if you were thinking of a 20-inch wheel bike, but you wanted the rear suspension, yeah, that's the Deer Mini, essentially. So what color is mine's coming in? It's supposed to be yellow. I asked them for yellow. Hopefully they didn't make a mistake and send me something that's not yellow. I fully thought that I would not like bikes with multiple color type things. I mean, I've been getting white and black and gray. But after I got the Deer in neon green, it kind of grew on me. And then other bikes started coming in a different color. So I said, yeah, okay, send it to me in yellow. Let's do something different. So that'll stand out. Now the question really will be is, if I'm riding that bike, well, I need to wear my safety vest. I think you still have to. And the reason is because although you see the Deer Mini in yellow, you see it on the side as yellow, but you don't see it from front and back as yellow. It's too small of a profile then, right? So if you have your safety vest on, this thing tells me to turn 400 feet. That's the church. That's not a that's not an entrance to any place. That's the entrance to the church parking lot in the left. That makes no sense. I think they asked me to do that before. I was heading somewhere else, and where was I? Oh, I was heading to heading to the college, and it told me to do the same turn. That makes no sense at all. I don't understand that. This is Apple Maps that I'm using. All right, it says, okay, try 0.3 miles. Okay, let's try that. I'm just doing whatever the map tells me at this point. But I wasn't going to do that. That turn they told me to do would have been right into the parking lot of the church. That makes no sense. So yeah, so I'm going to have to wear my safety vest while I'm riding the yellow Deere Mini. I don't think the two yellows are identical though. They're not going to have 100% match. Might look a little strange, in fact, now that I think about it. Maybe I need to get another vest. Maybe I need to get an orange vest or something. All right, we're going to take a left over here. Take a left on Industrial Avenue. Okay. I think this way it's telling me to go is a lot more dangerous than the way I normally go. .5 miles. I don't think so. I think you got to turn here on the right. It doesn't say to turn right, but I know you do. Then you got .5 miles. Yeah, it wasn't a very specific that you got to make this turn. All right. So, yeah, so the Deere Mini is coming to me. Another bike is coming to me as well. I sent a message to that company too, telling them, you got to get moving on this thing, otherwise it's going to show up when I'm not around. So they told me that the color that I specified was no longer being available. Pick another color. Well, that didn't leave me a lot of choices in colors left. It was either something like black, white, or red, something like that. No, black, green, or red, something like that. But I didn't like the color of the green, and red seemed to be a little too bright red for me, so I said, give me white. Back to another white bike. What are you going to do, you know? I had specifically asked for gray, and gray was no longer going to be made, something like that. Yeah, it's not a new bike. It's a bike that others have reviewed before. So, but since they offered it to me, I always wanted to check out that brand, so I said I'll try it. Now, is it a good bike? I don't know. I don't really know. On this one, it seemed like it had promise. Nothing really stood it out compared to other brands that have similar product. So why did I take it? Well, I've always wanted to try that brand. So I said, okay, let's see if it's any good. Might be good, might not be good. We don't know. But we will find out. Now that review won't happen until August. I already told them you're looking at an August review if you send it to me. I'm not going to be around, right? And plus, they're going to send it to me just before I leave for my trip. So it's going to be a little while. It's okay. I don't think they're desperate for the review anyway. It's like I said, it's already been reviewed by other people. All right, so it's kind of overcast today. I guess I got to take a left here, it says. So we'll signal for a left. It's a little overcast today after the rain from yesterday. The rain and the thunder. No, there was actually no thunder. It was just tornadoes. No tornadoes in our area, but we did have the warning, so that's why we got pushed off. So yeah, it's a little chilly right now. What time is it? I don't know what time it is. I can't see. Oh, 10:32, I think. I'm kind of leaning over to look at the small little numbers on the top of the screen, because when you have Apple Maps running, your clock is really, really small then. So I waited a little longer to go out because I knew it was going to be a little bit colder, but yeah, it's still kind of chilly a little bit. I'm glad I have my long sleeves on this time. All right, take a right 900 feet. Okay, well, we'll take a right 900 feet. Where are we? We're in Rolling Meadows right now. I know sometimes people want to know where I'm at. Yeah, that's where we're at, Rolling Meadows. Now, I mentioned just yesterday that that I didn't think the e-trike was really something for me, and that it might not be part of my future. Oh, I'm supposed to turn here. Okay, let me turn. I'm not paying attention again. Okay, all right. Yeah, I'm good. All right. So does that mean will I never get an e-trike? No, that doesn't mean that. Just means that the ones that they offered me aren't ones that I was interested in. I still have the issue of where do I put this thing if I get one. I will tell you this, I seriously doubt I will take lots of them. If everyone started making e-trikes and started offering me e-trikes, I seriously doubt I would take all of them. I would kind of pick and choose, right? It's got to be from a good brand. It's got to be, something special about it, or within price ranges that I think people would be realistically willing to pay for. So yeah, we might see one down the road. It's just at this moment in time, I don't see that happening right away. And the two that were offered to me, I would not take. So why is it telling me to take a turn here? Didn't we just come from that direction? Well, let's try it. Turn left on the bike path. There's a bike path up here? All right, I better start paying attention here. It's telling me there's a bike path 600 feet away. Where is this supposed bike path? $350 feet. I would not call this a bike path. That's a major street. What street is this? Kirchhoff. Okay, I've been on Kirchhoff before, but that's not a bike path. Why are they calling that? All right, let's get to the left lane. Let's see what comes up. Maybe it'll tell us something. Let's put the hand signal out so they know I'm doing the left. Oh, man. Yeah, this is definitely a different way of going. I have not gone there this way before. Is there a bike path up ahead that I don't see? Turn left onto the bike path, it says. Yeah? This is a street. Where's this bike path? Is it next to the street? We shall see. All right, here we go. This is not a bike path. Is that a bike path? It looks like a sidewalk to me. I would not call that a bike path. Maybe they consider that sidewalk a bike path. Not to me, it isn't. That's a sidewalk. We don't do sidewalks. I already said that. And we're staying on the street. So I'm cruise controlling right now. I'm doing about 26 miles an hour, 27 miles an hour. Yeah, let's go a little faster. 27.7 miles an hour. Yeah, no way is this a bike path. What are they, crazy? And they tell you to take roads that aren't safe. All right, 600 feet, 500 feet. All right, so we're gonna be taking a right at the T intersection. Turn right on the shared path. No turn on red. Okay. I guess that includes us too, so we're not turning. Stay off to the side here. Wilkie Road. Yeah, not safe. Not safe at all. So I did tell Apple Maps to give me a bike-friendly path, and this is where they're taking me. I don't consider this friendly. Yeah, I'm not happy. Not happy with that direction. A little bit further, we'll be close to the Chinese carryout. I have to think about this now. Do we order some Chinese food? Pick it up? I have no locks with me. I would have to leave the bike outside by itself. No locks on it, no alarm, no anything on it. Don't know about this. All right. So, we're on the road with all the cars. .6 miles like this. Okay. That should be fun. So again, we're gonna ride fast to compete with cars. Get off this road as fast as we can. I have no intention on staying on this road any longer than I have to. Yeah. Don't trust Apple Maps. It'll get me there, but it's getting me there on dangerous roads. 28.5 miles an hour we're doing. I am on cruise control right now. I mentioned before that, you know, if you hit the throttle on this bike and you don't, you know, you hit it hard when you go from a dead stop, it will bring you up to its maximum level, which is of course 28 miles an hour. That's okay for now. All right, Chinese restaurant is at the intersection and the stoplight. It'll be a right turn to get there. I don't usually do it going places. I usually do it going out of places. It's called Chopstick. Yeah, it's right over here. Yeah, maybe we'll do it on the way back. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. So if it doesn't rain on us, maybe I'll do it. Gotta have an inkling for some Chinese food though, especially when I'm right here. They're not open yet. It's too early. Give them some time to open up. Maybe we'll do Bussy Woods and then we'll come back and hit it. What do you think? Yeah, maybe. I mean, I've only gone there whenever I had the Rad Rover with me because I have a lock on there. I put the Avis bike lock on the front basket of the Rad Rover. I don't have it here. I didn't bring any tools. I didn't bring anything. All I brought is a secondary battery, which is strapped onto the rear rack of the Ocelot Pro. That's the battery that was given to me from Magicycle. So I'm down to 55% now, and I think that's because I've been throttling the entire time and doing 28 miles an hour. I'm eating up the battery. I don't think I'd do the whole Bussy Woods though. Yeah, why bother? Maybe we'll go up towards it, we'll ride around the general area, and then we'll come back out and then maybe pick up some Chinese food. It's always Chinese food. I told you guys before that Chinese food probably is my favorite cuisine, but if you always ask me, hey, what do you want to eat? It's usually, yeah, let's get a pizza. That's usually what I ask for. Uh-oh, they got road construction blockage on this lane, which will force me into the left lane. Luckily, there's no cars behind me at this point. But yeah, I'm actually in the left lane at this point. That's crazy. we gotta get back. Gotta stay safe. Now further up ahead too is Portillo's Hot Dogs. If you're from the Chicago area or know of the Chicago area, Portillo's Hot Dogs is pretty famous for hot dogs. But somehow I have a hard time paying for that when I know I can get a $1.50 hot dog at Costco along with a drink. Sure, you got more condiments and stuff that go in the Portillo's hot dog, and it's probably a better hot dog, but yeah, Russ is cheap, I told you. All right, back up we go again. Well, I tell you, it's been an interesting ride so far for me. Luckily, not that many cars as I'm on these roads. These are the kind of roads that I really prefer not to be on. You know, I prefer to be on side streets, but you can't take side streets to get to where I'm going. So eventually you do have to take some more traveled roads, this being one of them. All right, gonna work our way up here. All right, and one thing with the step-through bikes, as I mentioned before, is once you hop off the bike, you have to hold on to the bike. If you let go, that bike's falling over left or right. There's nothing holding up the bike. You know, you can't hold it up with your legs because there's no top tube at all. So it forces you to hold on to the bike at least with one or two hands. So I think that's the one thing I miss about having a step-over bike. It does make it easier getting on and off. Yeah, I've been getting used to just walking through it, and most of the bikes I've been asking for now have been step-through models. There's a couple of reasons for that. First off, in time it'll make it easier for me. I don't know how long I will keep a bike, of course, but also Mrs. Wright can ride them too, if that's the case. She's not used to riding anything with a top tube on there. You know, she's a girl, right? So she's used to girls' bikes, what they used to call women's bikes, men's bikes. So she did try getting on top of one of the bikes. What is she? The Velotric T1. T1? Yeah. Velotric had asked us to change the name of our videos from Thunder 1 to T1. So the bike has been changed in name from Thunder 1 ST to T1 and T1 ST. You can make your best guess as to why that happened. They didn't tell us, but I can pretty much figure out why that would end up happening. Anyone that has any type of good guesses could pretty much figure out what probably ended up happening, forcing them to change the name. So luckily, we did not have to change the audio portion of any of our videos, because I don't think I would do it. It would mean having to redo the entire video. But they did ask us to take all the written portion off that said Thunder 1 and call it a T1 now. So there you go. Oh, we actually have, let this car go. I don't want to get killed first. All right, we're heading towards the Bussy Woods area. So yeah, that's news on that front. So how's that bike been doing for me? Well, I haven't ridden it. I have not ridden it since the reviews, so we don't know. It is a bike that's difficult for me to ride because of my weakened leg and knee. So okay, let me turn off this map. What I usually do is I tell the map to bring me to Portillo's Hot Dog, which is right on that corner we just passed, that stoplight. It's easier for Apple Maps if you have an address of some place. So I just look for a landmark, and yeah, I just tell it on Siri. I just say, hey Siri, you know, bring me to Portillo's hot dogs and rolling metals. So it brought me here. I don't agree with the the streets that it chose, but it got me here. Oh, one of the paths that are around this area is a path called Salt Creek Trail. You local guys may have already done that at one time. I've never done it. You know, some of these paths require you to kind of get off of a path, ride on some streets for a while, and then get back onto a path. I have a hard time with that. I prefer paths that are like this. You know, it's one path. I go through it, I get out of there. But when you break me up having to go on the streets a couple times and search for locations, where do you get back onto the path and all that, that's a little tough for me. I don't particularly prefer that. Now, being an overcast day, there's no sun or anything like that. It is kind of a little cooler underneath all of the foliage, underneath all of the trees. You know, look how much things have grown here. You know, when we first started coming out the Bussy Woods earlier this year, everything's mowed down. Look at how much stuff is actually grown. Yeah, things grow fast, right? Oh, okay. One thing we saw. Well, you didn't see. It was part of my review of the bike that I can't show you until August. There was a downed tree right in front of my path. Yeah, you know, right in the areas that I usually ride. And I mentioned on that review, I says, oh, I'm glad I wasn't in the area when that tree fell down. I keep thinking about, is it a smart idea to come through here after the storm? But there's guys out on their bikes out here. So, you know, I guess people don't fear, they just do. But yeah, that tree was totally blocking my path. Not here, but, you know, a path like this. Totally blocking, I had to go totally around it. So it had to have happened like the day before at the earliest, maybe even that evening or something. And there was no storms or anything, so that tells you sometimes trees will fall. And one of our subscribers, John, told me that he had seen an article or something where a tree did fall on a bicyclist. So going through these forest preserves, yeah, makes you a little bit more nervous. I mean, you think you're safe on a path like this, but yeah, falling trees. You're thinking about cars, and now you got to worry about falling trees. All right, let's go into areas that we don't typically go into. Usually I go straight ahead here. Let's take a left. Let's see what's down this way. We're not going to do the full Bussy Woods. I don't have an intention to do that. But let's go into areas that we haven't gone. This is mostly parking lot areas here. I've been down in this area before because like I said, I used to teach digital photography out of my school, and my school was not that far from this general area. And so sometimes I would take the students out in this area so we had open land to practice some of our photography skills. But it's mostly parking lot here. Oh, it reconnects up to the Bussy Woods path or something over here. Stop, authorized vehicles only. Well, that's not me. Let's go through it. Where does this take us? Have I come through this way before? Well, I guess it does. Maybe it just kind of goes around. I don't know. No, I've never come through here before because I don't remember seeing this roadblock thing. Let's go through here. Let's see where this takes us. Meh. I'm trying different things today. Let's try it. Let's see where it goes. Where's my luck? I'll forget how to get here, and then I won't be able to get back. I got really bad sense of direction. I told you that. No, it just reconnects up to the path, I think. Or is it part of the path we usually take? It may be part of the path we usually take. It's just different. It cut off a whole bunch of it, I think. Let's keep going. We'll find out. Work up an appetite. Maybe I'll place an order. What time is it? 10:52. They open at 11. All right, we're gonna have to make a move here. I gotta have to pass. On your left. Yeah, the bell was not doing too well today. What's up? I could barely hear it. Yeah, I think this is part of the path. It's just it cut off a lot. You didn't have to go totally around. So I guess if you wanted to get onto Bussy Woods quicker, this is one way to do it. Yeah, pretty much this is what we usually do. All right, I said we're not going to go on Bussy Woods, and here we are. Well, maybe we can find some other areas in Bussy that we can look at. I don't really feel like riding the 12-mile path. That's the thing. Down to 48% on the battery. I think I ate up a lot of the battery because I was going so fast. I throttled the entire way and I was going so fast. Oh well, I got a second battery. I don't even know if that battery's charged. It may be a brand new battery. I have no idea. There's so many batteries now. I can't recall what I charged and what I didn't. I think I charged it. I don't know for sure. Oh, wow. Everything looks different, just a couple weeks later from when you were here. Things just continue to keep growing, so everything looks overgrown to me, but they're not going to cut everything, of course. This place is too big to do that. What they usually do is they'll cut maybe a foot or two outside of the path, just so that you have like a little bit of like a little, I was going to say like a little gutter. Not a gutter, what do they call it? This is where my memory again starts to fade, where I can't remember what anything is called anymore. Oh well, what am I gonna do? All right. Usually it's right around here that I place my order and then I go and pick up the Chinese food. You can see what's still on my mind. Something to eat, that's what's on my mind. All right, I know there's another area that you might want to take a look at. We've done it before, but we have a lot of new people who may not have seen some of the areas. So let's go over that area. We're gonna go over the bridge though. We'll take a right over here. Now I've seen people struggle going up this hill to get to the bridge. Not so with an e-bike, especially with the Ocelot Pro. It's no problem for this bike. Throttle and pedal, no problem. Don't even break a sweat. So anyways, the seminar that I went to, the guy was talking about his experiences, the different trails that he's gone on. And but he's on a regular non-electric bike. I didn't ask him about electric bikes or anything like that, how that may or may not have affected his areas of travel, but he didn't bring it up, so I didn't bring it up either. Although I did talk to one gentleman, and I told him that I ride an e-bike. I don't ride the regular bike. Okay, so we're gonna go. Okay, where this guy's going? Okay, we have to cut through here. We gotta go a little slower until he gets through. All right, is there a way to get down over there ahead of us? I don't think so. All the water's down there. We'd have to ride through the grass. I don't think I want to cut through their grass. Not that we can't, I just don't want to leave a trail behind. Oh, off to the left is where the water is. Forget it. I'm not gonna do it. I know the grass is probably still a little wet since we had all the rain and everything. Yeah, forget it. What's down this way? I think this just exits us out because this is just a driveway essentially. Yeah, it just exits us out. Let's head back. Turn around. I don't do U-turns, as you know. I find that U-turns with big fat tire bikes kind of hard. You tend to have a possibility of falling. So I don't do it. Alright, I think we had enough for today. I'll do another video. I'll continue on, but we'll do it as another ride. Maybe we'll do that Chinese food. Anyways, I appreciate you guys following along today. If you liked the video, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already done that. I'll talk to you guys next time.